Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why walking away is actually a new opportunity for you to start over and start anew, to start fresh. So when you walk away from an ex or a crush and you start to go into no contact, you have to assume that this is going to be forever. You can't assume that they're going to come back or that one day you're going to contact them again. Let's say you're thinking of, oh, I'm just not going to talk to them for 30 days and then I'll talk to them. No, you have to see no contact and walking away from them as forever. So why then? Why do you have to assume that it's forever? And I personally think it's because there is simply no crystal ball way of knowing that they're coming back. You can't get inside their head and know for sure if they're coming back. Even if a mutual friend says to you, oh, they really miss you, even if it seems on social media that they're posting pictures or they might be posting quotes and it seems like they want to come back, that you still can't know, you still don't know that for sure. You can't ever know that for sure. There's no crystal ball way of knowing. So you have to assume that when you've decided that you're going to do no contact and you're going to walk away from them, that it's going to be forever. You have to assume that. And you have to live like that. You have to vow basically to yourself that you're never going to contact them again. And this is a good thing because sometimes I feel like, the harder the heartbreak, even if it's, like a life situation, it doesn't have to be just heartbreak. But when we go through like a really tough situation and our emotions are being like raked over the coals, basically, it can be super, super transformative. It's almost like the harder the fall, the higher the rise. So if you're going through something that's heartbreaking right now, realize that you're probably going to learn something or you're going to get something from this that's going to propel you to even bigger heights. It's going to wake you up to a greater understanding. It's going to make you stronger in some way. You have to believe that. You can't let it, and yet you have to think that way, because if you just let it, the sadness totally consume you, and you just go into this deep dark place and where you can't escape from, then that's not going to help you. That's not going to make things better. You have to see it in a more empowering way, because if you don't, then you're going to feel really sad, you're going to feel bad about yourself, and it's not going to help things. It's really not going to help things. So you have to see it in a more positive way. Even if right now it doesn't feel good, just know that eventually you're going to be able to connect the dots looking back, as Steve Jobs would say in the Stanford address that he did. He said, you can't connect the dots from where you are. You can only connect the dots looking back. So looking back in like a few years' time, or maybe just a few months down the line, and perhaps it's even a few weeks, you're going to realize that this was exactly what was meant to happen to you, and it was all for a greater benefit. So walking away from someone gives you this, basically the start over. You can start working on different things, because if you were in a relationship with this person, or you were just spending a lot of time consumed with thoughts about this person, then now you've basically by walking away from them and going into no contact, you've just freed up for yourself so much time to work on your goals, work on things that are important to you, work on projects that are important to you, going out and seeing friends and family. I talk about this stuff all the time, but it is really, really important that you have goals in life that you can aim for. And if you need help, if you would like some inspiration on how to achieve your goals and things like that, then I highly recommend that you go and watch this personal development channel that I have. It's up in the cards here, and so I can help you with achieving those goals of yours. So ultimately, you want to be trying to create a lifestyle that you're really, really happy about, and not some kind of like fake or some weird lifestyle that you've seen on social media. A true lifestyle that you personally would be happy about. Like, how would you love to spend your day? Like, how would you love to spend most of your time? And then think about that. And maybe you would love to wake up on the beach, or maybe you would love to have a cabin out in a forest somewhere, or perhaps you would like to live in a city and you're really close to your friends and family and you go and visit them every day, and you're working a job that you really love. You need to really think about these things so you have something to aim for, so you have something that you can work towards. Because ultimately, when people come to my channel, I want them to start working towards things that are really, really important to them, and to give them perspective, basically, because relationships are obviously a very, very big part of our lives, but it's only a part of our lives. And it shouldn't be the only thing in your life that brings you meaning. You have to have other areas of your life that are important to you. Because if your whole life is just your relationship or your love life, when that doesn't work out and things go wrong in that relationship, that means your whole life is just going to crumble because that's all you have. So you got to have other things in your life. You got to have your hobbies, you got to have your friends, you got to have your family, you got to have things that you're working towards, you've got to have projects that you're excited about. You've got to have things in your life that are interesting to you. You can't just have your love life. And ultimately for you, the people that come across this channel, I want you to start living a life that you're happy with, that you're proud about. So when you look in the mirror, you can be proud of yourself. Because it may take a while for you to get to where you want to be. But the good thing is that if you have something to aim for, at least you can be happy with your current trajectory. Because usually when someone goes through a breakup or they get their heart broken, it's almost like their life goes off the rails because their love life was their goal, or this person for a long time was their goal, and their whole world revolved around this one person. And when that one person goes, or doesn't show any interest in them, or breaks up with them, they completely go off the rails because that was their whole life. So if you've got other things that you're aiming for, basically what it does is it puts you back on some kind of path. It puts you on it puts you on another trail. It puts you on another track, and it gives you something else to aim for. And that's ultimately when you're going to start feeling a bit better, because if you have been off the rails, if you've been sad, if you've been wallowing, if you've been in this heartbreak and you've been feeling devastated and you've had nothing really to aim for that was outside of your relationships, then it's clear why you was feeling so bad and why you was feeling so lost. But now you've got something to aim for, whether it's a goal, it could be an exercise goal, it could be a business goal, it could be something at work, it could be something, like something to do with your career. It could be just a project that you're doing just on the side. It could be just a hobby thing, or it could be just to be with your friends and family. At least you're now back on some kind of path. And even if you're not going to get to your goal right now, even if it's going to take a few weeks or a few months or a few years or a few decades, at least you're on a path and you've got some direction. And guess what? If you've got a purpose, if you've got something that you are working towards, you're going to appear more attractive. Not just to your ex or your ex-crush or something like that, but the new women or men that enter your life that you start to develop feelings for. If you go on a date, for example, and you're talking to them about this new project that you're doing, they're going to be way more interested in you because you have actually got something that you are trying to aim for. And not a lot of people do. So you're going to be really rare, and you're going to be really interesting to people that you do start dating eventually, because you've got something that you're aiming for and you're excited and you're ambitious and you're passionate about it. Not a lot of people have that. So when you start talking about that kind of thing when you're on a date, you're going to seem way more interesting than half the other people that they're dating or maybe dating. So this person who has broken up with you or hasn't displayed interest in you, whatever it may be, has given you the best gift ever, and they've given you time. That's time to work on your goals, time to work on your passions, time to create the new life for yourself. And perhaps that's going to help you start to see that this was exactly what was meant to happen, and this was exactly what was best for you. This breakup, this rejection was the best thing for you because it's ultimately led you to where you're supposed to be and on a way more inspiring, passionate, ambitious trajectory. So if you'd like help with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.